thought we were waiting for something to happen instead of going after it and attacking the game. So we were sitting back. I thought one team was skating and one wasn't in the first period. I thought in the second and third period we got better, and we had a lot more zone time from that point. And then once you get into the zone, you have to find a way to be a little bit more dynamic offensively in order to generate some 5-on-5 chances.
Third row in the middle.
Hey, Ryan. It's right over here.
Yeah.
It's been some time since this team has been able to score more than 2 goals in a game. Just curious from your vantage point, why it's been so frustrating for this team to produce offensively as it's been over the last little while.
Why has it been frustrating?
No, like, how would you explain, or sorry, I'm not wording the question right, but just how would you explain why this team has not been able to produce offensively?
Well, it's the one thing for me, it starts like the first period did. You know, if we're not skating and we're not going to try to work to make things happen, you're sitting back and hoping things are happening, then you're going to spend some time in your zone. And then guys start to grip the sticks a little bit tight and they force plays through the middle and you end up turning a lot of pucks over. Once you get pucks in behind a defense, whatever team it is in the league, any sort of pressure, you're going to get your opportunities. And I think once it starts to go, it's going to come a little bit more freely. Like we've had some games where we've had some great chances where goaltenders have made saves on us. So we're in one of those ruts right now, but it'll change.
Left side, second row. Sorry, in the back on the left.
Ryan, you've had Kadri, Huberdeau, and Coronado together and apart for a little bit this season. Just your assessment of that line tonight for you.
I thought they were quiet tonight, is the way I could say it. Yeah, I thought they were quiet.
And I think Huberdeau and Kadri, their ice time has been reduced a little bit in recent games. Do you want to maybe see a little bit more of those two, or?
Well, I don't know if it's more. I mean, you look for, everybody can be a difference maker in their own way. Like some guys are hard to play against, some guys are like speedsters, some guys are tenacious around the net. So understanding what makes them really good hockey players and then looking to be a difference maker is important. So that's something that we need from those two guys for sure. They're key players for us and they're very good players and we need to see that consistently.
Ryan, Jeremy Freeborn with Calgary Hockey Magazine back here. So you bet, no problem. What was it like from a coaching perspective, coaching outdoors? Did you have to make too many adjustments along the way?
There weren't a lot of adjustments in regards to the way the game is played, no. I mean, we had our practice last night where you get the guys used to the difference in depth in regards to the stadium seating being so far away, the size of it, all that stuff. But during the game, there wasn't a lot. I thought the ice was good tonight. The boards were lively at times, but players became aware of that fairly quickly.
Right side, second row.
You just mentioned that things will change offensively and as a whole, and the season kind of goes in stages. What needs to change specifically?
I think there needs to be consistency. You know, we've talked a lot in Calgary about our struggles early on this year of taking care of the puck. Like we seem to be, every time there's a little bit of pressure, we want to throw it into the middle of the ice. Well, that's a recipe for a turnover. So we have to get ourselves committed to, in situations like that, putting it behind and bringing speed to the puck. And whether you call that boring hockey or whatever it is, it's effective. And we started playing that a little bit better in the second and third period, and it allowed us to get some more time.
Right side.
Ryan, this might be overlapping with the last question, but what makes you optimistic right now? Like with what you're seeing, obviously your group's in a tough stretch, but what makes you optimistic?
I'm always optimistic. One, our goaltender is playing some elite hockey right now. I think that's always a real important thing. Two, I know the type of people that we have in our room. Like, it's not anything that all of a sudden, hey, this is going to be great. You have to fight your way through these things. So you have to come to the rink every day expecting it to be really hard and actually embracing that a little bit right now, and I think that's where we have to go. And I think we have a lot of guys in our room that are willing and capable of doing that.
We have time for two more. Left side.
Ryan, how big a challenge has it been to find chemistry amongst your lines at 5-on-5?
That's a fair question, you know, and it has been right now. And, you know, you look at some of the players that we're missing. Unfortunately, Adam couldn't play tonight, and he's a guy that has some chemistry with certain players. You know, young Pelche and Rooney, they're all different guys up front that we expected to be in the mix, but we have to get ourselves something soon. You know, you can't rely on one line to go out there and as a coaching staff trust that they're going to get the job done. You need more, and that just means people taking it on themselves a little bit. You know, they have roles, they have responsibilities, and they have to make sure they're at their very best.
Last question, back right.
Ryan, when your guys go home tonight and they're away from their colleagues and their work environment, what do you want them to think about this? What lesson do you want them to take from this particular game?
Well, you have to learn the lessons. I think that's the biggest thing. So I like the guys if when they get an opportunity to watch their shifts and they watch it the proper way, if they hold themselves accountable and if they really start to recognize that there is a certain way that's going to allow us to have success, we'll start playing that way and we will be successful.